Ashela Richardson, Flor de Cana rum is the marquee spirit of Nicaragua. So why is Nicaraguan rum better than the stuff you get from Jamaica or Bermuda?
Yeah, rum is an interesting category of spirits. You have a lot of different styles. Rum is truly a global spirit, so you'll find rums from all over the world. Jamaican rum, known for its kind of funky nature, but Nicaraguan rum is the Spanish style, so lighter, drier, and all of our rums are aged.
And Flor de Cana is often described as the whiskey drinker's rum. I like whiskey, I like rum, and I think you're going to make a drink as we talk a little bit, but why would whiskey drinkers like this rum?
Yeah, I often refer to Flor de Cana as kind of the gateway into rum. We age our liquid in American oak ex-bourbon barrels, so it has kind of parallel tasting notes to American whiskeys.
And there are banana leaves on those bourbon barrels. Can you tell me how that adds to the flavor of Flor de Cana?
Yeah, so the purpose of the banana leaves is very hot in Nicaragua, so we line the caps of the barrels with plantain leaves, and it just adds a nice subtle tropical fruit note to the rum.
All right, so why don't you take us through the Manhattan?
Yeah.
Because, hey, we're in Manhattan, so let's have a Manhattan.
Exactly.
So, what's in it, how are you mixing it? Because usually, rum is in a lot of fruity drinks.
That is correct. So I wanted to make this cocktail for you today because I've been finding a trend around cocktail bars as I go around sharing my love of Flor de Cana with people, specifically with millennials, kind of finding their own identity in cocktail culture. So because Flor de Cana has these parallel flavors to American whiskeys, you'll find that it mixes really well in classic drinks that generally call for whiskey.
So millennials like the brown stuff.
They do, they do. And using rum, these premium aged rums, it's kind of their way to breathe new life into these classic cocktails.
So how are you getting the word out with regard to Flor de Cana? Because, the millennials, they're all wired in. How are you finding the influencers to help promote the brand?
Definitely. I spend a lot of my time in cocktail bars.
Not a bad job, not a bad gig.
Not a bad job.
Yeah, I'll trade with you at any time.
So most of what I do, I sometimes refer to myself almost as a rum evangelist, if you will, going around to bars and doing a lot of staff trainings, working with bartenders directly, and mostly through tasting, because when you taste this, you see the complexity that's there.
And I'm very excited to taste it. Got my mouth watering already. But can you drink this neat, or does it have to be in some kind of a mixture? What's the best way to drink it?
You can absolutely drink this neat. So, we've found, over the last 5 or 10 years that classic cocktails had a big resurgence, and you definitely saw that after people started drinking whiskey cocktails, they really got into sipping ryes and bourbons neat. So that's kind of the idea here, that you substitute these beautiful aged rums like Flor de Cana in your favorite classics, and eventually, your palate, you want to sip it neat and take on those complexities.
Well, all right. And then finally, how often do you get down to Nicaragua to check on the production? It sounds like it's a pretty cool country to visit.
It is a beautiful country to visit. So a little bit about Nicaragua. I go down maybe once or twice a year. Our distillery is located about 30 miles inland off the Pacific coast. So we're nestled between the Pacific Ocean and some of the youngest, most active volcanoes in the world. It's kind of a little known fact that there are a lot of volcanoes in Nicaragua.
All right.
So you'll see that.
Volcanoes, I guess, are good for rum.
Yeah, they are, because volcanic soil provides a really unique terroir. So the rum has a nice minerality to it.
All right.
And then paired with the aging, you get these nice complexities and tasting notes of vanillas, orange peel, baking spices. So that's why this works, right? To substitute specifically aged rum like Flor de Cana in cocktails like this.
All right, well, let's toast.
Let's toast. So what I hope you find here is that these are going to taste different, but you're going to find that there's a common thread through both cocktails.
All right. Oh, we got a winner. This is great stuff. Thanks a lot for coming on.
Absolutely.
Ashela, cheers again.
Cheers.
All right, and thank you for watching The Street. We're going to drink here. It's great stuff.